here at Spartansuppz.com with a supplement review on all new BSN Pumped Edge. Everything from BSN seems to be coming out with an edge these days, but this is their non-stimulant pre-workout supplement designed to give you better performance, better pumps, without use of any stimulants at all. So we're going to go over ingredients, we'll go over effects, we'll go over taste, mixability, value for money, and I'll give you my thoughts on the product as well. So no messing about, let's jump straight into it. On screen now you're going to see one of these without my notes. A nutritional information panel for this here BSN Pumped Edge. Each one of these tubs has 30 serves, which gives you 12 grams of total ingredients. We have got a couple of grams of carbohydrates, we've got some calcium, magnesium, sodium, which we're going to skip over. They're pretty basic, because some vitamin C for absorption, the electrolytes in there to help with hydration. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of this, the real ingredients. So you got your Glycerol pump matrix, kicking off with this Velox blend, which is 3 grams and a 1-to-1 ratio of L-citrulline to L-arginine. These are pretty effective nitric oxide boosters. They aim to raise the production of nitric oxide, which creates vasodilation, which is the widening of the blood vessels to channel more blood to the muscles. Now, the 1-to-1 ratio is good. L-citrulline is better for promoting it for a longer period of time. Arginine works a little bit faster. However, the dosing of both of them is pretty underdosed, to be quite honest. You're really looking at taking about 6 grams of either one of those. So if there was 3 grams of each, it'd be pretty good. But 3 grams total is pretty definitely on the lighter side. Next up, we've got our Glycerol matrix of calcium, glycerol phosphate, and glycerol monostearate. Now this is your absorption matrix. It's going to help to hydrate the cells, pull water into the cells, and acts as like a magnet to attract water. It creates hyperhydration, which is where the cells can hold a higher amount of water for a short period of time. Cool thing about this is that hyperhydration helps to not only to prevent dehydration, creates a cell swelling and so on, but it also helps you to stop you sweating out nutrients and so on, which is the performance element of it as well. The dosing of glycerol is definitely very underdosed. Typical dose would be about 2 grams. However, the calcium is pretty well dosed. Moving along, we've got some magnesium glycerol phosphate. Again, this is good for preventing cramping. Magnesium is a very essential mineral, very commonly used, and when people are cramping, they take magnesium. Good addition to the product. I think it's a help with magnesium has a lot of other health benefits. So that being in a absorption and sort of hydration blend is certainly not a bad addition at all. We've got some pomegranate extract, standardized for a registered trademark Pomegranate at 100 milligrams. I'm going to cover this along with resveratrol or Resvita at the 15 milligrams. These are both in there. They're both antioxidants. They're very potent antioxidants. Their antioxidant activity is much greater than other sources, than the non-standardized and non-registered trademark ingredients. But they're also really good for vascular health. So the better your veins work and the better they're innervated, the better the pumps and blood flow to the muscles will be. The fact that these are antioxidants, which means preventing the oxidation of cells during exercise, is certainly a nice thing in there as well. Resveratrol is a good general health product. It's great for metabolic health, and it's also good for optimizing hormonal levels. At these doses, I wouldn't think you'd get those sort of effect, but it is good for vascular health. Good additions and really good ingredients. Next up in the blend, we've got a little bit of hawthorn extract. This is pretty cool for improving blood flow out from the heart. Dosing of this one's actually not bad at all, and it's sort of attacking things at all angles. So you've got something to increase vasodilation and nitric oxide production, you've got the vascular health to sort of keep the pipes working, and then you've got something to help improve the pump system right at the source of the heart. So the combination of the three is on paper, a pretty synergistic effect. We've got some black pepper extract in there, some estrogen. These are both some astragalus, 25 milligrams and 5 megs respectively. These are digestive enzymes basically for these ingredients are going to help to boost the absorptions and ensure that you're breaking down and utilizing the ingredients as effectively as you should. Next up, we got our muscle support matrix. This is a blend of creatine mono, creatine anhydrous, and creatine hydrochloride, which is a patented form of creatine hydrochloride. Now, creatine is a very effective ingredient which increases the production of phosphocreatine. So this is your source of energy for explosive lifting. If you're going to throw 60 kilos on the bench and just pump out as many reps as you can as fast as you could, it would be phosphocreatine or creatine phosphate that would supply the bulk of that energy. All that creatine does is recycles used energy from ADP, diphosphate, 2 to triphosphate, 3. So it just recycles energy. Adding creatine is absolutely a good thing in a product. As to the dosing, because this is a blend and we don't know the breakdown of the ingredients, we really don't know the amounts of it. If it's mainly creatine mono, it's not so good. If it's got a decent amount of hydrochloride in there, we're in a good territory. But on paper, the combination looks pretty good. And creatine is a good addition to any performance boosting supplement, no doubt. Next up, we've got our F-Absorb Enduro Composite, made up of citric acid, sodium bicarbonate, and malic acid. This is also in the NO-Explode, XE Edge, original NO-Explode, and in the Amino X as well, and Amino X Edge. And this is the fizzy part of it. It helps with absorption and so on. It's an interesting theory when we get to the effects and so on. I'll cover this. But it's going to help the absorption of the ingredient. That's the F-Absorb, and it provides that effervescence, which gives it a light little fizziness to it, a bit of foaminess, and that's what's in it. So we've got pump stuff, some things for vascular health. We've got a lot of absorption factors to it as well, and we've got our creatine blend to help increase muscle power / strength / performance. So on paper, it looks pretty complete in terms of the factors that it's taking in, but the dosing of some of the pump ingredients, I think it could be a lot better, to be honest. There's no agmatine and the citrulline and arginine are pretty drastically underdosed, as well as the glycerol, which are the main pump components when the product's called pumped, you expect it to be more pumpy. Let's mix some up and we'll talk about the effects. So it comes in 3 flavors. It comes in lemon lime, green apple, fruit punch. Now I have fruit punch here because I don't get down with citrus flavors, as you know. I had the green apple. It was good for a green apple, but personally it's not my cup of tea. I don't really particularly like apple flavors, but it is a good apple if you like apples. 1 scoop, 12 grams. Chuck that in our 500 mils of extra crisp water in a Spartansuppz shaker, of course. No blender ball, as always. Shake this up. And be careful opening this because this F-Absorb can turn into a bomb. Alright, so here we go. Plenty of colours. As you can see the fizziness bouncing off the thing. It's mixed pretty well. Not too bad, a few little floaties, but yeah, it's mixed up pretty well. It's got a little bit of fizziness about it, but there we go. It's not too bad. It's definitely on the lighter side. It sort of tastes like if you got fruit punch and mixed it with mineral water. It's got that light fizziness and tang about it. The flavour is definitely quite light for a BSN product, which I personally like that. It's definitely not too sweet or anything like that, and would make it a very pliable flavour in terms of stacking it with other products / another stimulant-based product like XE Edge or any of your favourite stimulant product of choice. So flavours are pretty good. There are also probably flavours that'll go well with other flavours. Maybe not a green apple, but your fruit punch and your lemon lime will probably go well with other flavours. Be interesting to see if they do a unflavoured version of this for a very stackable item. But definitely a tick on the flavours. In terms of the effects of this here Pumped Edge, because that is the reason you're taking it, you get a sick pump, improve performance, have a good workout in the gym. I thought the effects were pretty good. The pumps were okay, they weren't breathtaking, and that would come down to the dosing of the ingredients. I did feel the performance and muscle power was actually pretty good. I felt like you could go a little bit harder for longer. I tried this a few ways. I tried it on its own. I've tried it stacking it with a stim-based, like a pure stimulant pre-workout, and I also tried stacking it alongside more of a pumpy type pre-workout just to see what the effects were like. On its own, pretty good. The power is pretty good. It's not really, the pumps were okay, but they weren't breathtaking, to be honest. It just comes down to dose of ingredients. I thought that the effect, you can sort of feel like it was good on paper, just need to boost up the amounts of it. I think if you took a couple of scoops of this, 1.5, 2 scoops, you would be in a good territory. I'm definitely going to try that next time, just to see what it's like. A couple of scoops of the stuff. Stacked with the stim based, it was pretty good as well. Alongside the pump stuff, when it had a bit more of those other ingredients from the other product. The one I took it with was Blackstone's Dust V2. When I had it with that, definitely really good. The pumps blew up dramatically with the addition of more citrulline and some agmatine and some norvaline and so on. So good, but just needs a bit more of it. So I'd take a bit extra of this product. In terms of value for money, it's 30 serves, it's $49.95, so it's $1.66 a serve. So value for money wise, it's pretty good. Even if you were to take 1.5 scoops of this, which I would probably recommend, the bang for your buck wise is still pretty good to be not much over $2. I think it's still pretty good value, and it will make a good, this is an actual decent pre-workout if you wanted to have a break from stimulants, but you wanted more than a pump product, something you could also have to increase performance, which is the creatine element of this as well. So all in all, not a bad product. BSN don't make products to blow you away with their edginess, despite the edge name. I think they make safe products, and this is definitely a safe bet. Good bang for your buck, good flavors, pretty good pumps, got a decent performance blend to it. It'll stack very well alongside any stimulant-based pre-workout as well, and the flavors are not offensive. So all in all, not a bad product at all. It's available now at Spartansuppz.com. Free postage on any order over $100 in Australia, and we've also now introduced lower international shipping with everything from economy airmail all the way up to DHL Express. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button down below, drop a comment with your feedback, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest content. Thank you again for watching. I'm Patrick from Spartansuppz.com.